Assalamu alaikum. So, students, we were discussing in the last video about median and altitude, isn't it? In this unit, triangles and its properties, we had discussed about median and altitude. I hope you remember what is a median and what is an altitude. Median is a line passing from any vertex of a triangle, okay, and cutting at the opposite side, at the midpoint of the opposite side. That is called median. What about altitude? Altitude is a line passing from any of the vertex of the triangle where but it is perpendicular, it is cutting perpendicular to the third side, sorry, opposite side. Okay, so altitude is what? Perpendicular, and median is it will cut at the mid of the of the opposite side. Okay, now this is your figure. Okay, triangle. Tell me in this figure which is median, which is altitude. Okay, now tell me what is AO. Is it an altitude or a median? It is, see, this AO, this line is neither perpendicular, okay, to this if opposite side of A is what? BC, isn't it? So this AO line, okay, this is neither perpendicular nor at the midpoint, it is cutting at the mid of this side BC. So it AO is neither neither median nor altitude. Okay, now what about your AM? Yes, is it AM? Is it a what, median or altitude? This one AM. Tell me. M is the midpoint. You can see this is a midpoint of B and C. So a line coming from the vertex A and cutting at the midpoint of BC, it is called as, yes, AM is median. Okay, and what about AP? AP is perpendicular to what? BC, isn't it? Opposite side BC. So we call AP as altitude. Okay, altitude means you can easily remember, it is just like measuring the height. Okay, so height, this will give you the height of a triangle. Okay, when you measure this thing, you can easily find the height of the triangle. Altitude, oh, it's very easy to remember. Altitude means height. Okay, so like example, you if you measure your height, okay, so if there is some person, okay, standing like something, I don't know how to draw, okay, but if there is some person or human being, okay, something like that. So how do you measure? You will measure the straight line, okay, from this point to till ground, isn't it? So even this is perpendicular line to the ground, that is straight line you are going to measure, isn't it? So measurements you will put on the scale, right, and based on that you will measure the height, isn't it? You will not measure the height in the cross by the cross lines or anything. So this is called as altitude, height or altitude. So similarly, the height of a triangle is nothing but the altitude. Okay, I hope you are clear with median and altitude. Let's move on to the next topic of your chapter. So we have discussed, I hope it's clear, altitude and medium. Okay, and one more thing related to this is, we will do this activity in class. Okay, so if this is your triangle, something like this, okay, so when you draw the medians, okay, from all the three sides, from all the three vertices of a triangle ABC, okay, so from this vertex you'll get here, and from this to the midpoint it will be here. So all three lines which are meeting in the middle, that is called as centroid. Okay, that is center of a triangle, that is centroid. All right, Okay, we will do this activity in our class. Okay, with the help of your sheet of paper we will do this. Okay, so now moving on to the next, exterior angles of a triangle. Alright, and its properties we are going to see now. So this is our triangle. Let me name this as ABC. Okay, so to this triangle we have seeing what are the exterior angles of a triangle and its properties. Okay, so this is my diagram of a triangle. So if I want to see what are my exterior angles of this triangle, let me extend this line, BC line. Okay, so the angle formed here is external, isn't it? This angles 1, 2 and 3 are interior angles, okay, because they are inside the triangle. And now this angle which is formed newly when after I extend the line, okay, BC line, so this triangle formed, this angle formed is exterior angle. Okay, you can get your exterior angle here as well. If I extend this line CA, okay, the angle formed here is also exterior. All right, so instead of here extending BC, I can extend AC on this side. I can do like this also, that is also correct. Okay, now if I extend this line here, so this angle formed is exterior angle. Okay, so I hope it's clear. The line exterior angles of a triangle are what? Whenever you extend the line of a triangle, okay, and the exteriorly the angle formed after it has been extended, that is called as your exterior angle. All right. Okay, now what is your exterior angle equal to? What is the property of it? Okay, so if suppose I have took this exterior angle, okay, now if I divide this, I will draw a line parallel to BA or AB. Okay, from this, okay, let me draw a parallel line to AB. So this is how I have drawn the parallel line to AB. Okay, so I have got two angles here, isn't it? So from your transversal line properties of these two are parallel lines. All right, so this one and this one, they are two parallel lines. To these two parallel lines you have what? A transversal AC, isn't it, passing through these two parallel lines. So this angle is alternate to this, isn't it? So my angle here will be 1. It is equal, right? Now what is the this angle is what? Corresponding angle, isn't it? This is on the same side. This is a parallel line, okay, and if you take this as a transversal, okay, so this angle here, it is on the same side, that is on the right side of this line, and here also the other parallel line right side we have this. So this angle is will be equal to 1 and this will be equal to 2. So this whole angle is what? Angle 1 plus angle 2. All right. I hope you understood this. So angle 1, exterior angle is equal to the sum of opposite two angles. This is the property of exterior angles of a triangle. What is it? An exterior angle of a triangle is the sum of opposite interior angles, isn't it? We got this. So this 1 and 2, it is nothing but opposite interior angles, isn't it? By using your transversal properties, okay, that is alternate angles and corresponding angles we get here. So by that we can say that sum of your interior opposite angles. So here the angle is formed at this vertex, isn't it? This angle is formed at this vertex. So opposite sides are opposite this thing angles are what? Angle 1 and angle 2. So I'm not saying vertically opposite, I'm saying just opposite angles of the opposite side. So angle 1 and angle 2. So remember, this is the property of exterior angle. Exterior angle is the sum is equal to the sum of opposite two sides of angles of a triangle. Okay. Alright, if you want to see now what this one is, if I take example of this is my exterior angle 1. So this angle will be equal to how much? Angle 1 will be, this angle 1 is exterior angle, and this will be equal to sum of opposite two angles, that is angle A plus angle B. Alright, so remember, the exterior angle will be the sum of exterior angle of a triangle will be the sum of opposite interior angles. Okay, I hope you understood this. So based on this you'll get many problems. Okay, so it's very simple. The properties of exterior angle of a triangle is what? The sum of the sum of opposite interior angles is the exterior angle of a triangle. Okay, so when we do problems on this, it will be clear for you all. Okay, so this is your the pictorial one representation of a triangle. Okay, so what they had given, all your A, B, C, D, okay, angles 1, 2 and X, Y. Alright, so we are going to prove in this, or we are just giving some justifications that we know. I've told you what is the property of an exterior angle. This is the exterior angle whole, isn't it? When BC is being extended, one exterior angle will be formed. Okay, so that exterior angle, okay, so the exterior angle is this one. Okay, so we know that is ACD, isn't it? So ACD, we need to prove that it is angle A, that is angle 1 plus angle 2, isn't it? Angle, we told sum of exterior angle is the sum of opposite interior angles. Okay, so how is it? I've already shown you. I've told you that this angle, it is angle 1, X is equal to what? Angle 1, because this is your alternate angle, isn't it? So when this is a transversal, two parallel lines, okay, so this becomes your alternate angle. Alright, so now your angle Y will be equal to what? Yes, this is corresponding angle, they are equal. For parallel lines it is equal. Okay, and for parallel lines your corresponding corresponding angles are, what are the corresponding angles here? Angle 2 and angle Y, they are corresponding angles. And corresponding angles, again we have studied in the last chapter, they are equal. So for two parallel lines, okay, the angles formed by transversal, that is if it is an alternate angle or your corresponding angles, they are equal. Okay, for what? Two parallel lines. Okay, that is what we are doing here. So angle 2 is the corresponding angle to Y. So angle Y is equal to angle 2. So we know that your angle ACD is what? Angle ACD is how much? Angle X plus angle Y. So angle X is what? Angle 1 plus angle 2. This is nothing but angle A and angle B. Okay, this is how you prove whenever it is asked. So you will consider this parallel line, two parallel lines and a transversal. Okay, so it is cutting at 2 points, and this as another transversal BD. All right. So remember, what is the property of an exterior angle of a triangle? It is a sum of the opposite interior angles. Okay, so this x plus y, that is angle ACD, is the sum of angle 1 and angle 2. That is what we got here. All right. Okay, I'll just give you some introduction to the next topic and then we will stop. So the next thing what we are going to study is the total sum of your angle in interior angles. Okay, so this total interior angles, it will be equal to 180 degrees. If I suppose say angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3, sum of angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, like for this is the property of the angle of a triangle. What was the side property? Sides property, we have told two sides, sum of two sides is always greater than the third side. So sum of two sides, if I take AB as one side and other side as BC, then the sum of these two sides will be always equal to AC. All right. Okay, I think let's stop here for today. We'll continue this in the next video from here. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.